So I just happened to stumble across this online while looking up sports news, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight. Here's the 25 biggest current NFL contracts. Number 25 would be Seahawks Percy Harvin at $64,245,000. Now Percy Harvin did have a good season with the Seahawks, but I don't think his contract should have been extended to that much. Maybe you could have cut it down to like 50,000 for like a 4-year term. Number 24, Clay Matthews at $66 million. It's true that Clay Matthews has helped the Packers win the Super Bowl against the Steelers, but at the current level he was playing at, I don't think that big of a contract is necessary. Number 23, Joe Hayden at $67,500,000. Now this is the one I'm gonna be kind of leeway on, because at times Joe Hayden is kind of a lockdown cornerback, so I can see having him get all this money, but at times there's just cases in which that money may seem to be a bit too much. Number 22, Andre Johnson at $67,800,000. Now Andre Johnson has been the top wide receiver for the Texans. We all know that. And as he said in the 2014 season, he's still the top wide receiver. So I might give him a pass on that contract. Number 21, Patrick Peterson at $70,049,000. Patrick Peterson, I'm also going to give a pass to, because he's a great corner, he's pretty fast, and if any of you have played Madden Ultimate Team on Madden 25, you would see his combine card. That indicates he was a great player up in the rookie workouts, up in the draft, up until right now. Quarterback Tom Brady, yes, the winner of 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots, and the only 3 Super Bowls the Patriots have ever won. His contract, $70,600,000. Yet I'll admit Tom Brady has done good with Bill Belichick, but those three Super Bowls, he's only won one with Bill Belichick. I don't think that's worthy of that amount of money, unless there's something we don't even know about Tom Brady. Charles Johnson, $76 million. Now Charles Johnson is not all that good of a DN as people rate him to be, so I really don't see the point in giving him all that money. Just saying. Sam Bradford at $78 million. Well, we know Sam Bradford is known for just wrecking the game at times, so no reason to give him that money. Maybe cap him in at like $35,250,750 for his contract. Joe Thomas at $80,500,000. A left tackle, and I don't know what his stats are, but they must be that great for that amount of money. Philip Rivers at $95,400,000. Philip Rivers is a good quarterback, but he's not exactly a Super Bowl winner. I mean, remember, in his rookie year, when he was backed up, when he was the backup for Drew Brees, he saw limited action on the field. So no, I don't think Philip Rivers should deserve at least half of the money you're giving him. Alright, here's one that I'll actually go with. Peyton Manning. As of last season, Peyton's been doing pretty good for himself with the Broncos. So I can understand why they're going to give him $96 million on his contract. Mario Williams also at $96 million. I'll admit, Mario Williams was a great draft pickup. And all these years with the Texans and Bills have really earned him this contract. Adrian Peterson. Yes, the running back that was so close to breaking the single-season rushing record, but fell just a slight bit below 10 yards. No matter what people say about Adrian Peterson leading the Vikings, I don't think his contract should be that high. Maybe cap it down to $62,500,000, and then you'll have a reasonable contract. Eli Manning, winner of 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots, who experienced a disastrous performance last year. He's capping in at $97,500,000. Personally, I think Eli deserves 3/4 of the money you're giving him in his contract. Tyron Smith at $97,600,000. Even with Tyron Smith, the Cowboys are still unable to get to the playoffs because of Tony Romo. So I think, yeah, it says it right here. Smith signed an 8-year contract extension that will take him through the 2023 season, bringing the total value of the next 10 years to almost $110 million, according to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram's Sharon Williams. I think I see why the Cowboys took such a big risk in giving him that amount of money. They probably see the potential that he has for the next 10 years. Saints quarterback Drew Brees. Ah, yes, the guy who won the Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts with the Saints. Anybody remembers Drew Brees with the Chargers? That injury that kept him out for the rest of the season. He was expected not to play in the NFL again, but yet the Saints saw potential in him, and then later he took them to a Super Bowl win. And then after that, he got a few playoff appearances. I'm. This is just my opinion. I really don't see why the Saints offered him that big of a cash reward for his contract. Should have offered him 17/20 of what he's getting. Ah yes, Big Ben Roethlisberger, capping in $100,105,882. I don't really see Big Ben really getting another Super Bowl. I I see him going to another playoff or so, but for all that money, no. I wouldn't see his money that high if I was the owner of the Steelers personally. Alright. Matt Ryan at $103,750,000. Yes, the Falcons quarterback, he was pretty good in Atlanta for some time. Yeah, he still has his worst seasons. Even at Boston College, he had his worst season. I really don't see the point in giving him that amount of money. Tony Romo, oh yes, the guy who will fuck up a game in Dallas. They got him at $108 million. $108 million for that guy. That wonderful quarterback who hasn't led the Dallas Cowboys to playoff game in so long. I think you should have cut this guy when you had the chance, Dallas. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers at $110 million. Packers were an impressive team with Aaron Rodgers. I'll admit that. Even their 15-1 season, the 2012 season, they were 15-1 in the regular season. And the only loss was to the Kansas City Chiefs. I hate to say it, but I think Aaron Rodgers really deserves all the money he's getting. Even though he was a State Farm agent at the time, at one point. Alright, here, Larry Fitzgerald with $113 million. Yeah, Larry was good for what he was on the Cardinals, but I don't think it's anywhere near that cash on the contract. Calvin Johnson with $113,455,000. Again, Calvin Johnson was good for what he was on the team, but yet I think he should have gotten 9/11ths of what he got in his contract. Ravens Joe Flacco, another quarterback who had a disaster year. He's capping off at $120,600,000. Sorry, but with a disaster year like that, I would have given him $30 million less than what he's getting. 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, he's never won a Super Bowl in his 3 years in the NFL. So why give him such a huge ass contract? $126 million? That's like overpaying that guy. That's like telling him, hey, here's some extra money if you want to get like Rectech grills, you know, get a tattoo on your shirt, like get a tattoo of a pony stabbing a whale. I'm sorry, but his contract money does not need to be so high. If you cut the contract money in half, then I'll accept that. And finally, Jay Cutler. Yes, Turnover King has the biggest contract of all with $126,700,000. Look, Jay Cutler was good for a playoff run, but not the money he's getting. I mean, good God. Well, why? Why pay him all that money? When clearly he's not winning the game at all with his passing. Because he'll fuck up, throw an interception. Should have put Josh McCown over him for the 2013 season. Then I might say, holy shit, the Bears are a playoff team without Jay Cutler. That I could accept. And that's it. That's all I got for this.